So I've been playing a lot of Fallen Order recently since I got it in the Steam summer sale. And while I was running around Kashyyyk fighting giant spiders and opening chests, I noticed that it felt really good. But why? See, collecting seems to have always been a staple of video games, from getting all the stars in Mario 64 to opening chests in Jedi Fallen Order. Collection is a big part of the games. Sidebar here real fast, I'm counting chests and other various containers as things to be collected. Just, you're collecting what's in the box and not the box itself, okay? If you have an issue with that, fight me. So why is it that sometimes it's a chore, and other times collecting is a total bliss? Take Assassin's Creed 2 for example. In it, you play as Ezio as you run around Italy, with the optional objective of collecting 100 feathers throughout the game. To many, this seemed much more like a chore than it actually was fun. The only things you got from doing this was a hammer at 50 feathers and an achievement at 100. You also got a cape, but that's less important than 30 gamer score. Kingdom Hearts is a franchise full of optional collecting. Some chests in the game may seem mandatory, like the ones that house maps for each of the worlds, but they are technically optional. What makes these more satisfying than the Assassin's Creed feathers? They both are optional and don't deter from the story. Both have nice, tasty sounds and delicious visual effects when interacted with. So, what gives? I believe it has to do with the way the game is designed from the start. Now, to be specific, I'm not talking about games where the purpose is to collect an item. Those are collectathon games. Those used to be more popular back during the days of the N64 with the likes of Mario and Banjo-Kazooie, but have seen a resurgence recently in games like Mario and Banjo-Kazooie. But those aren't what I'm referring to. The whole purpose of those games is to make the collecting fun and interactive. Otherwise, the games wouldn't be fun and they wouldn't sell. They're designed to be open and often expansive with looping around levels and interesting puzzles. But in games that aren't designed for collecting, the big worlds often seem like too much of a hassle. In Crackdown 2, the game gives you the entire city and you can go anywhere in it, so they give you 8,000 fucking orbs to fill that space. In open world games, exploring is usually mandatory even if a map is available. Hey, do you want to fast travel in Skyrim? Great, find your way there first. Want to fight the next boss in Dark Souls? Okay, go look for him. While linear games are more closed off and the idea of exploration is much narrower, it to me feels more fulfilling. The game is telling you to go left, but gives you the option to go right and explore. This to me is why open world games don't usually have very good collecting. Everything is just laid out there and there isn't much wonder or secret to finding them. Oh, I'm next to a feather? I might as well go get it. Versus, oh, what's down this dark and spooky pathway with lots of jumps and vine swinging? See the difference? The ambiance just isn't right, which takes me out of the immersion the world is building up. Not to say that collecting in open world games can't be fun. Getting the bobbleheads in Fallout 3 is fun, but is it because of the adventure or because of the buffs? I honestly couldn't tell you. I have no want to play Fallout. But in the 6 hours I played 3 years ago, I found one bobblehead, and I remember it being really enjoyable. So, I'm not really sure what makes collecting fun. I'm not a game designer, or someone even interested in the game production business. I'm just a guy in his bedroom yelling about how much I've been playing Fallen Order. But, no matter what makes collecting in games good, let's all agree nothing gets worse than Crackdown 2.
Yes! 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 No!